Guys, so today I'm going to tell you about some products that I really wanted to love. I wanted to make them work, but they just did not. Whether it was because of my skin type or because of personal preference, that over time they ended up not working out for me. Also, I am back to this background. If it looks different, that's because I did switch back to the way I was like not even 2 weeks ago. It's just that half of the background was way too dark and I just couldn't make it work. It was okay, I was kind of happy with it, but at the same time it looked uneven, and it's like the lighting was just uneven for me for some reason. I don't know, that's just how I felt. So anyways, back to the topic of the video. So let me go ahead and get started. So the first one is the Hourglass Vanish, and this is actually very new, but I have still been trying it so much because it's still one of those products that is expensive. You kind of want it to work. You hope that it works really good because it just seems like it should, and mine doesn't. So with my skin type, it didn't work out. I don't feel like it's something worth me keeping. I do have a full video on this if you want to see it. I did a wear test in that video. It is just too dry for me, so it doesn't work with my skin type at all. It's very nice looking. I'll show you the way that it looks. This is the one that is supposed to be exactly like their stick foundation, but in liquid form. So like I said, doesn't work out for me. Next is the NYX Can't Stop Won't Stop Primer. I did do a video trying this one out as well, and I've tried it again. And some of y'all even told me you can't rub the product all over. This is not that type of primer. So what I did was pressed it in, and I still felt the same way. But again, I'm sure it's because of my skin type. It's very dry, so the foundation, the primer just ended up not working for me. It's too sticky. It's one of the matte primers. This is how it looks, by the way. It is too sticky for me. It doesn't let it slide around or move around. So I could not make this one work even though I tried. Like, I really tried. Moving on to some Fenty products, and now that I'm looking at it, I actually have a few Fenty products, but I'm going to start off with the oldest ones that I have, and they are in this very pretty packaging. So these were some products that came out during the holidays, or was it right before the holidays? To me, you guys, these ended up not being worth at all. It's just the product quality of them. Now, they could have been beautiful. The sets are very pretty. This one has a silver, purple, and blue, and then this one over here has a silver, a gold, and like a rosy tone. So I really thought these were going to be so nice on the eyes. I thought it would be the quality of Fenty that I expected, because before that, their little set of eyeshadows were really nice. Like, a lot of things have been really nice and have worked out for me, and so I just figured this would probably be the same. I love trying colorful products, colorful things on my eyes, and I don't mind doing something a little bit different just to try it out. So here we have the gold one. Looks very pretty, and I did swatch these at the store. I chose the ones I wanted. This one is the orangey pink one. I think it's like more of like a pink. For some reason I thought one of these were silver, but it's not. And this is more like an orange gold. So you can see right there that they're so pretty, but once they're on the eyes, you can barely tell that they're there. Not only that, but they do not blend out. Not that they have to blend out, but whenever you're trying to spread it around, because I mean, sure, you can just apply it from the stick to your eyelid and like call it a day, but of course that's not a look unless you're doing like an editorial type of look, I guess. But I don't do that. It's just like I need to either blend it out a little bit with some powder or do something else with it. I don't just apply a cream product on my eyes and leave it there, you know. Oh, this is why I thought that. This is a silver one, very pretty, and they did not show up on my eyes. This one's the worst one, and this one's a purple one. I really thought this one's gonna be nice and purple on the eyes. It really doesn't look like this even on my eyes. This one also looks very beautiful. This is the blue one, and look at how beautiful that looks. Just like the swatches alone look very convincing. They seem very nice, but once they were on my eyes, to try to blend them out, to try to make them work with other products, it did not work out for me. I feel like you can get something very similar from the drugstore. I do try my best to make things work, especially if it's something new, because of course you're gonna be uncomfortable with it at the beginning because it's something that you never tried. So I even did a first impression on this, like trying the products on, and even then it did not work out for me, and it was just kind of similar along the way after that. And then the shades, they weren't as nice as I thought they were on the swatches. Once they're on the eyes, they're very different because they're not as thick unless you apply a very thick layer of it, which then creases because it is a cream product. So there's just a lot of little things that ended up not working out for me, so I just don't like them, you guys. And then these are the lipsticks, which are not too bad, but I just ended up not even wearing one. Like, I seriously have not opened this little thing for months. So this one comes with 3 lipsticks, and this was like the prettiest combination that I liked. Actually, I need to take off, well, I'll just swatch them right here. This one is the pink one. There you go. It looks very pretty there. And it is. All of these have glitter. It's just that I thought, you know, I thought I would like them. Again, it was something so new, not so new because it's like using a metallic lipstick, but I just thought the colors were very pretty. You know, I thought it was something different. It was unique, especially with other things coming out during the winter. You know how they do all the holiday themes and stuff like that. This was a little bit different, but that's just personal because it's not like they're too bad. It's just you gotta choose your shade of lipstick first and then work your eyes around it. At least that's how I felt, because they are not like something that you would wear with anything, you know. It's like the gold one, it goes with a certain eye look, the pink one for sure with a certain eye look, or else you have too much going on, especially because they're metallic. I guess it can never be too much. It just depends on everybody's personal preference, and like I said, for mine it just did not work out. I still do have the highlighter. This is actually another product that came with the collection that I did like. So this is not a product that I feel like, you know, I didn't like. But I wanted to like everything from the collection because I thought everything looked really nice and it was just something so different. I wanted to love it, but I don't and I didn't. Alright, so next up is this little lipstick right here. This is by Kat Von D, and this is kind of like a lipstick topper, but I ended up not liking it whatsoever, not by itself, not on top of anything. And I guess it's just I am not that into wearing glitter on top of my lips, or actually let me swatch it for you so you can see. I guess it would be more of a metallic, you could call it, but this one does have like the yellow glitter looking in it. Hopefully you can see that on camera. This is the Lolita liquid lipstick, so that's what this one is called. And this one, personal preference, again, I guess it's just the metallic type that I didn't like, or the metallic shine that it has that I didn't like, so that's why I don't like it. I don't really feel like it looks that Lolita-ish on me. I've seen the Lolita lipstick, and I of course have the Lolita palette, and I just don't know. I don't feel like this one is that much of a Lolita shade. Again, something different, something new. I don't mind trying it out, but that one just, I didn't like it, so I didn't like it. Okay, so this one is a palette that I really wanted to love. You guys saw this in one video only, and that was whenever I was trying it out. This is the Volcano Goddess by Becca. Isn't it beautiful on the outside? Like, just looking at this, looking at the pictures before I bought it, it just looks so beautiful. This could have been something so nice in the inside, and of course I bought it, so it's not like I didn't see the pictures. I did see the pictures, but even the pictures looked a lot more interesting than the way that it looks in person and the way that it looks on the eyes. I cannot create a full look with this alone, and you would think you can because there are so many shades in this palette, but I have tried. I tried to. You only saw this in one video, which was the trying it out product, and even then that looked so bad. Like, I did not like it. I felt like the girl with the button eyes, you know, because it was just like I had one shade on the eyelid and everything else was just weird. I don't know, that's how I felt, and they have told me I look like her, but that's not the reason why I think that. It's just that I felt like my eye was just like blue, you know. It was just the eyelid part that had some depth to it, some color to it, because the rest you cannot get any deep tones. There's nothing to apply to the transition area that you can create something. You gotta have something, you know. You gotta have like a dark brown, or even if it was a dark gray, that's fine, you know, something. But there is nothing in this palette to give you that depth that you need, like a transition, nothing like that. And of course, any shade could be a transition shade. Any shade can probably work, but for me, for my eyes, for my skin tone, this one is the matte, the darkest matte, and there's absolutely nothing that I can do with this. Like, I seriously cannot create a full look with it. Yes, I have these darker tones down here, but these are shimmers, and I did try to use, I think it was this one that I tried to use in that video as a, like, to deepen up the look a little bit. Just kind of need a dark matte shade, and being that it's a palette with a bunch of shades, you would think that you would create a full look with it, and I just couldn't. I always try to bring back the palettes that I buy because, of course, I not only want to love them and use them, but I also want to show a few tutorials, because if I buy one and you buy it, then what? You know, it's like you don't get to see anything. You don't get to see anything from me after that. So I do like to bring the palettes back to show you some tutorials, and this one was one that I could not bring back by itself. You know, what's the point of including this palette in something else? This has a bunch of shades in here. You would think you could create a full look with it, and maybe you can, but I just couldn't, and I just didn't think this one was worth me buying at all. And then I actually have another palette to show you that you've also only seen one time on my channel, and this one is actually one that I did really like. I did a first impression on it, and that is pretty much it. And in that video, I did tell you guys that I really liked the look, and the look actually came out really pretty. You guys asked for more tutorials, and again, just like I just said with the other palette, I love bringing them back and doing more looks with them. But what happened with this one is that it got mold in it, so I could only use it that one time. Whenever I went back to use it again, it already had the mold, and the one that has the most, because a few shades have it, but the one that has the most is the red one down here. You can probably see it has a little specks of green, and then there are a lot of other shades that have it. This one has it, this one has it. Which other one has it? The blue one has it. You can barely tell because it's blue, but it does have little green specks. And let me see, this one's another one that you can tell a lot. This dark blue one has some little green specks on top. So that's what happened with this one, and I did contact them right away because it was so soon after I got it. I would say I did the video with the first impression, and then I tried to create another look with it. Maybe like, I would say maybe 4 or 5 days later. It wasn't very long. And then I saw the little things and I was like, that's weird, you know? So that's what happened with this one, and like I said, I wouldn't be bringing it up, but you guys did want to see tutorials on there, and I never told you why there were never any tutorials. Like, you know, it's like it disappeared from my channel. So I did want to just bring that up real quick. I am going to be throwing this one away, and all I did was I took a picture of the palette and I did close-ups of like the shadows that had the most little specks. I sent them the email and they did answer me fast. Like, it was something that they took care of really fast, really easy. They didn't have a problem with either returning my money or sending me another one. And it did happen during like the holidays, and we were going to be leaving, and we don't have a permanent address, so we were going to be going back to Texas for the holidays and then coming back. But the drive is like a 2-day drive, and then staying over there and then coming back. So it was like kind of, it wasn't gonna work. I didn't have an address to give them, so I just told them, you know, okay, that's fine, I would give my money back, and that's what they did. So they refunded me, everything went smooth, everything was easy, and now, like I said, I'm gonna throw this one away, but I did want to give you an update because y'all wanted to see it, and I'm not gonna be using it, obviously. Anyways, the last two products are also by Fenty, and this is the new concealer and also the new powder. I told you guys that I would try this, and I did try this already on camera with y'all with a different powder on top of it. It still looks very dry to me. This is the Pro Filter Concealer. I guess there's not much to say about it because I did show you guys a video. I did recently just use it in a makeup tutorial, and it is way too dry. It looks too dry on my skin, so it doesn't work. I tried it, I wanted to love it. So yeah, it's just a product that did not work out for my skin type, or at least for me. Maybe if you have dry skin it did work out for you, but this does say that it is crease proof and that it gives you like that soft photo effect type of finish, and to me it just makes me look so extra dry no matter what powder I use with it. Like I told y'all, I did try it with this one, but I did tell y'all that I was going to try it with other powders, and it just did not work out for me. And then this one, I did already try it with other concealers as well as my current favorite, which is the Makeup Forever self-setting concealer, and I did not like it either. So these are just products that ended up not working for probably my skin type, you know, or just with me, because maybe if you have dry skin, these products did work out for you, but just for me, they did not work out. I would like to know if any of these are your favorites. Like, let me know below if any of these products that I just like said I did not like for whatever reason, you love them, or you're the same, you know, as me. They did not work out for you either. But anyways, I hope you still liked today's video. Thank you so much for watching another one, and I will see you in tomorrow's. Bye.